y'all. So let's talk. Alright. Sorry about the window. Yeah, my window's broke. And I have got to get it fixed because I just been on the road so much. So yeah, excuse the window. But I'm sure you can hear me. So let's get started. So I wanted to talk about the phrase, act like a woman, think like a man. Your boy, Steve Harvey, made this into a book which I never read, but it is a topic that I want to discuss because I literally just got finished watching a video about women who were scammed by men. And this one lady was scammed out of over $1 million in 2 years. Alright? So let's get started. Let's dive into this because act like a woman, think like a man is so real. Because there's a science behind this, right? And my mind is going 1,000,000 miles a minute right now, so I'm gonna try to stay focused and really try to stay within the confines of the conversation. All right. The one thing I want y'all to realize is that, and I'm a woman, so I say this with a loving heart. Okay, I say this with a loving heart. Women are the most gullible motherfuckers on this planet. As women, we can be so stupid, and because we lead with our emotions and we don't lead with logic, this is how most women get scammed, okay? This woman that got scammed out of $1 million was a widow. She had just lost her husband, and the key phrase that she said was, I was looking for online love. It was better for me to look for online love than in person because I wasn't ready to see someone in person because my husband had just passed. She just wanted that companionship. She just wanted that ongoing sense of feeling like someone was there with her. Not necessarily physically being there with her, but mentally, emotionally being there with her. And that is the science between men and women. Men tend to be more visual, so they want tangible things. They want to be able to touch you, see you, feel on you, try and have sex with you, talk to you. They're visual. Whereas women, we tend to not be visual, so therefore we are easily scammed because we don't necessarily need to see someone or feel someone or be next to someone in order to feel that connection, that love. It's mental for us. Whereas with a man, yes, they think logically, but their visual comes first and then their logic. Their tangibility, them needing to touch things coincides with their logic. Whereas with women, we are just pure nurturing and emotions and love. So that is what drives us. That is all we need to survive, essentially. You know what I mean? So as women, we have to realize, and this is not just with online dating, this is just with life in general, that we have to start being more logical, right? Act like a woman, think like a man, okay? We can act like ladies all day. We can be feminine and all that good stuff all day. You can act dumb, but you don't have to be dumb. The man doesn't have to know that you're smarter than him. Because essentially we are smarter than men. Sorry, but we are. And never let a man think that he's smarter than you because he's not. That's why women develop faster than men. This is science, y'all. This is nothing that is... I'm not telling you guys anything that is not known. This is science. This is science. This is science. Girls develop quicker than men. Women develop quicker than men. Period. Alright? So, with that being said, we cannot, as women, we're sold that fairy tale, right? Again, I'm jumping around here, so sorry. You can thank Disney for that, for selling women the fairy tale and dumbing us down even more about finding love in our Prince Charming. Disney is a man. It's all agenda. You know, so these things are all part of the patriarchal society, the patriarchal regime, so to say. And I mean, I could go deeper into that, but you know, us as girls, you know, the boys, they weren't into Disney. Girls, Disney princesses, like all of that was driven hardcore to girls, to little girls, you know, dressing up as a princess and this, that, and the third. Like, you know, it's just, and then this evil stepmother, and mostly a lot of times the evil stepmother, like the king was never around really, and like the king was very quiet, you know. So the younger girls, of course, us, right, we were the ones that were waiting on our Prince Charming to sweep us off the ground. Okay, we fell in love with the feeling and the thought of falling in love. Period. So this shit is sad, honestly. This shit is sad, but it's true. And I keep telling you guys that as much as you can be feminine, you can also be dumb and stupid and blind and naive and gullible within your femininity, right? So again, act like a woman, think like a man. You can be feminine all you want, but you need to be logical as well. You need to really think for yourself first. You need to really worry about yourself first. We have been taught as women not to be selfish and not to be self-centered and not to be egotistical. But that is the quintessential reason why men are able to get over on women so much. Even with, not even necessarily with money, but with sex, right? With sexual gestures, with sexual innuendos. Men are always thinking about themselves first. That's why you will see a man, like, if you go out on a date, he will expect sex from you. A lot of men will ask you to go home with him after the first date. You know, they'll try to wine and dine you and do all these things, and then what? They ask you for sex. And it's like, how dare you ask me for sex? Because if you were to ask a man for money on the first date, he would look at you like you're crazy and be like, well, he say, bitch, I'm not giving you no fucking money. Okay, well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm not giving you no pussy after the first date. You see what I'm saying? And so, yes, men love the chase. Yes, men love the challenge. But as women, we need to love the challenge as well. And yes, by nature, we aren't programmed to be like this. We aren't. And I shouldn't even say programmed. By nature, we aren't naturally universally balanced to be like that. But as women, what we have to realize is that we have the ability to have the logic of a man and the feminine essence of a woman. That is why it's balance and duality. That's why we have both masculine and feminine qualities within us. As women, we do have testosterone. And as men, they have estrogen, right? But, of course, within the yin and the yang, there's black and white within the black and the white. But there's small specks of it, right? So we have a small speck of it, and a lot of times we do not use that small speck as women. We don't use that small speck of masculinity within our femininity, and vice versa. You know, men tend to be overly masculine and not have that nurturing, loving edge to them, right? That's why, like, we always ask men, why aren't you romantic? You know, why can't you love me more? Why can't you talk to me and be emotional? Because men aren't built upon those particular attributes. They're more tangible. They want to build. They want to, have sex. They want to drink beer and sit on the couch and whatever. Like, whatever men love to do, that's what they love to do. Period. So that is the science behind the reason why, we are what we are. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Venus is all about love. But, and I could go spiritual into this shit. Okay? I could go spiritual. Because they say that Venus is considered to be the morning star, but they say that Lucifer is the morning star, hence why they said that women are evil. We bleed every month. Like, I mean, there's a whole reason as to why women have been robbed of their ability to think logical and to be masculine within their femininity. And so as women, I feel like we're always trying to prove that we're this something, that we can handle it, that we can do all these things. In all seriousness, we can. But with us trying to prove all these things, we tend to fail. So, and I know that I'm all over the place in this video, and I have so much to say. There's so much more I could keep going and keep going and keep going. But again, getting back to acting like a woman, thinking like a man. I think I'm going to read that book now that I'm really thinking about it. And if you have read this book, you can comment about like how you felt this book helped you in your feminine journey. But what I will say is another really good book to read to support this is Hoe Tactics. I forgot who that book is by, but I have Hoe Tactics. I'm actually halfway through it, and I put it down just to practice a lot of the things that are in that particular book. But what I will say is, women, like, we have to start adopting the tactics that men use, not in so much of a sleazy way, but more in a logical way, more in a tangible, just more in a tangible way. We have to be able to be logical, and we have to be able to get away from this need to be so emotional and to find love. Like, men know that women are looking for love, so they're going to use that against you. Remember that men naturally don't look for love. Like, unless they just have a lot of feminine qualities, a lot of feminine energy within them, most men aren't out here looking for love at all. It's the woman that makes a man fall for her. Like, that's just how it normally happens. If a man is telling you that he's looking for love, like, that's a pussy ass nigga. Sorry. It's a pussy ass nigga. And that's real, And so, like, as a woman, to counteract that, my response is, I don't know what I'm looking for. And some men will try to shame you for that because, that's just their tactics of, well, most women are looking for love. So if you're not looking for love, you're crazy. You should be looking for love. And then they try to get in your pants, and then that's that. You see what I'm saying? So as a woman, you got to be able to stand your ground and say, you know what? Even though you may be looking for love, right? And this is an example. I don't know what I'm looking for, honestly. I just want to have fun. I just want to have carefree moments. I just want to be unattached. Again, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying my life. And, they'll say, oh, well, how old are you? You're 30 something. Like, you should be looking for love. Why aren't you looking for love? Like, and these are just preconceived notions, again, based on programming. Like age is nothing. Like, what is age? And as a spiritual woman, as a spiritual being, I understand that age is nothing. Like, age means nothing. It's just something that is just put on us, this predisposed notion of humanity and the human mind and what we have made up as people of age. Like, our ancestors didn't know fucking shit about age. Like, what? Like, they used to say, oh, I was born in the constellation of such and such. But no one ever said, oh, I'm this amount of age. I'm this years old. Like, and that's, again, it's just part of human nature of people trying to put you in a box. So as women, there's a lot of things as women we have to overcome. Because again, a man will use that logic against you, and you will get emotional, and you will shut down, and you will give in. Or you will just become depressed or whatever. And it's just so many things that will happen or be able to happen to you as a woman if you don't think logically. So again, like I was saying, like, that question, oh, what are you looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for, because most women, oh, I'm looking for love, I want a husband. And then as soon as you say that, the man's like, all right, I'm gonna act like I want love and to be your husband. He get what he want from you, whether it's money, sex, a house, food, get taken care of, get a car, your tax check. Okay, sis, like, it's just so many things that, and men don't want us as women that have woken up to realize this, or not even realize it, but to share the game with you. So those men, they be getting mad because we be sharing this shit with you. But you know, I don't know what I'm looking for. And that's that reverse psychology. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm not looking. Are you looking for love? No. I mean, if I'm looking for love and I find it, then I'll know it. But I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, I just want to have fun. Like, let's just have fun. Can't we just have fun? Can't we just enjoy life? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how you get them. That's how you get them. And I have a lot more reverse psychology tactics that I do like to use, you know, when dating, because again, like, dating can be very complicated. But when you use logic along with the man, along with your femininity, you're a deadly catch. Like, you're a deadly catch, and that's just what it is. That's why a lot of women get cheated on, and a lot of women get upset when men cheat on them. I'm sorry, you guys, but like, I don't care what you say. Most men cheat. Most men cheat. It is what it is. It's just something that is a part of nature and a part of a man. Most men are not built to be monogamous. Like, they can love one woman and be in love with one woman, but they cannot have sex with one woman. I'm sorry, but they just can't. Like, they may be able to do it for a long time, and it's a struggle. It's a fight for a lot of men to become sexually tied down to one woman. It's hard. I'm telling y'all. Like, and I have learned this in my life, not only as a person that has been cheated on, but, you know, someone that has been pursued by many women by many men that either were in relationships already or are married. Like, I know most men cheat. So it is what it is. And a man can say, oh, most men, you're just angry at men, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, just be real. Like, it's so, anyway, most men cheat, y'all. Like, it is what it is. Most men cheat. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my dudes, but I just exposed you guys. Most men cheat. They do. It is what it is. So as women, once we start to become more logical and we understand this, and we build ourselves up to this, and we build that logical sense, then we will be able to know how to defeat it. That's why as women, we cannot be promiscuous, meaning that we can't sleep around as women. But what we can do is we can always have someone on the side. We can always have a man on the side. Like, I wouldn't recommend sleeping with multiple men, because I would never sleep with multiple men if I was like in a committed relationship, or if I was in a marriage with a man. I would never sleep around with a bunch of men. That is slutty. Because where we get it mixed, where we cross the line is, as women, we have to understand, again, like, we have to act like women. So as women, as females, I shouldn't say females, because females is an animal species. As women, as ladies, what we have to understand is that, yes, you can have, whether it's right or wrong, again, based on the simple fact that men are cheaters, we, as women, need to protect ourselves, right? So, you know, we can definitely not sleep around, but we can definitely have emotional connections and be taken out on dates and things like that by other men, even if you're in a relationship. Like, don't feel bad about that shit. Like, straight up. Because I guarantee you that your man is out here flirting with other women, sleeping with other women, or thinking about it, or and lusting as well. And as women, I don't think that, I mean, me personally, I may say, oh, you know, this man is cute, but like, I don't like to date men that are attractive, period. Like, I don't date men that are attractive. And I have a lot of logic behind that, and maybe I should do a video on that. But again, like, you know, it's safe to say that it is okay, because again, as women, we've been programmed, especially by religion, you know, that you should not cheat on your man or on your husband or what have you, that it's a sin, committing adultery, right? But, you know, men have been doing this since the beginning of time, you know, and I say fuck that Bible. So, but anyways, I'm gonna end it here because it's almost 20 minutes and I feel like I'm rambling at this point. But, you know, this is like definitely a beginning of a whole form and conversation that as women we have to realize that we have to unlearn and relearn that, you know, we cannot continue to act like women and think like women. We have to act like women and think like a man, period. Okay? So I love you guys.